So what is big data, right? That's sort of the starting point here. So if you're a Spinal Tap fan, you'll recognize that in this case, the volume goes up to 11. Volume is one of the core attributes of big data, which kind of goes without saying, otherwise why would we call it big data? But the volume of data that we're now crunching through and have the capacity to crunch through is absolutely astonishing, and we are making a lot of data. To put a point on it, 90% of the data in the world today was made in the last 2 years, right? So if you look around, all the data that you see in front of you was manufactured by us within the last 2 years. And where is all this data coming from, right? Well, Amazon, over last holiday season, we'll see how they do this holiday season. Over the last holiday season, Amazon was clocking in at 306 sales per second, okay, per second. So if you figure that out, it's about 27 million transactions a day that Amazon was doing over the holidays. And we're keeping track of all these things. These things aren't being destroyed anymore. They're not records that expire after 30 days. We're actually storing all this stuff, and Amazon is making sense of it. 400 million tweets per day are now going out. And again, all these tweets are being kept, monitored, analyzed, and we're trying to make sense of them. 4.5 billion Facebook likes a day, none of which appear to be converting into sales from what I understand, but lots and lots of activity. Mobile, the velocity and growth of mobile almost goes without saying. We've all seen kind of these pie charts and line charts showing its growth. But to really appreciate it, I think you have to visualize this. This is a picture of St. Peter's Square during the funeral of Pope John Paul II in 2005. And if you look really, really carefully, you can see one little flip phone sticking up out of the crowd, taking a picture. But now I'm going to transport you forward by 8 years to 2013 during the inauguration of Pope Francis from exactly the same vantage point, and you can see just to what extent we've become a mobile-first world. So each of us now is a walking mobile stream of data. So we're living our lives through these screens, and all that data is being transmitted and stored. We also have connected devices now. We have about 5 billion connected devices in the world today, most of which are tablets and mobile devices like phones and that sort of thing, some televisions and that, pretty standard stuff. But within 10 years, we expect that number to be 50 billion connected devices, machines talking to machines and sometimes talking to us. Refrigerators, cars, washing machines, the things that are around us today that are inanimate are going to start to take on a life of their own, potentially an intelligence of their own. The second attribute is the velocity with which we are able to actually make sense of big data. And that is really being driven by 3 laws. We've all heard of Moore's law, right, which our computing power doubles every 24 months. But now we've got Kreider's law, which says that the efficiency of the memories in our computers is also doubling every 12 months. And Nielsen's law, which says that bandwidth is increasing by 100% every 21 months. So now these 3 laws are working in conjunction with one another with Moore's law to create this amazing new ability to actually chisel out through these mounds and mounds of data and start to turn them into actionable insights. Some of which is being done through these new fancy words that we've probably heard, the Hadoop databases, the Apache software, in-memory computing, distributed processing, all these fancy words that really just mean we have this amazing new ability to make sense of this stuff.